Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen the basics of functions and how you can write a function or how to write the function and the format of writing a function, right? So basically, and we even wrote a particular function, and we have even simulated it. Actually we did a function of some serial printing stuff, right? So we actually wrote a function that has a void return type. That means it doesn't return anything, and also no parameters. The function without any parameters, right? So don't worry about this no parameters thing. For the moment, you can think of a function like this. Okay. So and whatever should be written inside this place. Sorry, guys. So all good. So in this video we will again quickly see a function and how to write it. So let's stop this. Let's enough with this serial println thing. Instead we can try a blink with the function here, right? So what I will do is let's say you know how to write a blink. So let's take the pin number light 7, and we will connect an LED to that particular pin, and we will do a small blinking. Okay. So you know how to write the blink, right? So digital write. So we have already mentioned it as an output here, so I'm going to give a high output first, 7 high. Okay, then we will have a small delay, let's say 500 millisecond delay. So let's have a 500 millisecond delay, and after that we will switch off that particular LED, right, by saying digital write 7 low. Okay, then again what we should do, we should have another delay. So let's have the same delay of 500 milliseconds. Okay, now as I said you, instead of writing all these lines inside the void loop, let's have a separate function that contains all these lines, and we will just call that function here, so that all these lines will be replaced by Arduino here, and this line will be implemented. Okay, so let's write a function. So for this purpose also, just think we are going to write a void function, because we are going to do some things. Okay, so don't worry, you will understand where we have to use a void function, where we have to use a return type function. Once we are done with all the functions, you will understand that concept. Okay, so now just remember, we are not returning any values, instead we are going to do some things. Okay, so I'm writing a void function. So you know how to write a void function. So return type should be written as void, because we are not returning anything. Then we will have the function name. Okay, then the function name should be, we can have as blink LED. Okay, so we are saying blink and LED. Okay, and you know what should be written next, these two open and close parentheses. So let's have these things, and we will have a open and closed curly brackets as well, right? So our function is now ready. I mean, function structure is created. Now what we have to do, we have to have that action, our action plan inside the function. So here, what is our action plan? Our action plan is these 4 lines. We are going to blink. So what I will do is, I'm going to write all the blink scenario inside the function, because that's the purpose of the function, isn't it? Blink LED means we are going to blink an LED, right? Nothing but that. Okay. So I just wrote all these things, right? Inside the function I am saying, okay, switch on LED 7 and wait for 500 millisecond. Again switch off that particular LED 7 and wait for 500 millisecond. Okay, so this function is written outside of the void setup and void loop. Okay, so you might be remembering that I already said, according to Arduino, it will run void setup one time and void loop forever. That's all it does. It doesn't do anything else. Okay, Arduino is not doing anything else. Okay, so if you write something that is not within these loops, okay, if you write something outside of this both blocks, if that is error free, okay, if that is a part of the code, Arduino will not give you any compile time errors. Okay, Arduino will stay calm, but Arduino will not do anything with that. Okay, if you don't write anything, I mean if you write something except the void setup and void loop, that means outside of them, that thing will remain there, right? Arduino will even take it into count. Okay, Arduino will not even take it into count. So what we are normally doing is, we have to call the function, right? So while we are calling the function, where do we call? we call the function here. So you know how to call the function. Write the name and these two brackets and add a semicolon. Okay, so these things should be copied and pasted here with a semicolon. So this is how we call the function. Like when we call a person, we call him by his name. Okay, likewise we call a function. So now this externally written function is linked inside the void loop, or in another word, this externally written function has been called inside the void loop. Now you see the connection between the function and the void loop has been created. So now Arduino is supposed to run void loop. We don't have anything to do with the function Arduino, but Arduino is Arduino is supposed to, or Arduino has a duty to run the void loop. So when he runs the void loop, he will run void setup one time and then he will start to repetitively run the void loop. But when he runs the void loop, he has this function call. So he has to come and refer the function here. Therefore, just because of this function is called here, Arduino has to come here and refer the particular function. If you look for the name, you will find, here the function is here. It's a void function. What is inside the function? All these 4 lines. So Arduino will take all these 4 lines and replace here, according to him, according to the Arduino, it will replace it. Okay, not here. In this place, it will replace, and it will implement all those things. Okay, but for us, we will see our code is very neat and clear. Okay, then what will happen is, first time this function will be called. So this minimal piece of code for the blink. Okay, one blink will be happening, but void loop is repetitive, right? So when the void loop is running next time, again the function will be called. So again this code will be repeated. Okay, again this function will be called in the next iteration. So again this 4 lines of code will be implemented. So what will happen? The switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off of the LED will be repeating here. So basically a continuous blink will be happening here. Okay guys, so I hope this is understandable. It is not rocket science, right? We have seen a lot of things. Only simple thing is we take this context of the code and we pack it somewhere else as a function and we call the function. So yeah, now you know how to call the function as well, right? If you have a function, you know how to call it. You say the function name with a semicolon. So function name includes the brackets as well. Okay, clear? Okay guys, so in the next video we will do a demonstration and see whether this thing works or not. Otherwise these things will not make sense, isn't it? So just follow me up in the next video guys, we will talk further.